What in the world? Do we have to start every episode this way? Unfortunately for these guys, I got a pretty OP bow from the Skelly farm, and now y'all are in trouble. Eat it. I'm going for the flag bearer. Hey, get away from there. Yep. I want to take down the flag bearer first because he got away last time. You know what? We're going hands-on. He's down. Okay, that's good. How did they get through my shield? Oh, they're gonna kill. Oh, no. Ooh. Oh, that's bad. That was my first death on this server. Do I have any arrows? Nope. All right, let's just do this. Oh, coming right to the door. Avon calling. All right, come here, buddy. Oh, man. That was an adventurous way to start the episode. Okay, one death. All right, looks like we have the Graves data pack. That's good. Let me get all my stuff back here. Oh, it went back right in my hotbar and everything. Excellent. We just won't tell anyone else on the server that happened. 0 deaths. Okay, well, when last we met, there was no roof. And well, there's still no roof. But I have stuff in this barrel to make the roof. And I want to go ahead and get this done because I don't like it when it rains in my house, you know? Wouldn't like that IRL, don't like it in Minecraft. And I'm gonna texture as we go, and this is a little, no, I'm getting messages. Would people quit messaging me? Man, I got work to do. So installing stairs in Minecraft is a real pain. This is the way that I do it. You can put a support beam every other level of the stairs, and that way, hang on, let me turn off my messages. That way you don't have to cut down as much moss from the inside of your house when all is said and done. But it does make it a little precarious. You know, if you had this all filled in, you could just run around and do stuff. But yeah, it's a little, hang on, messages are still coming through. Okay, I have silenced everyone in my life and isolated myself so that I can be alone with my blocks, like a 3-year-old. Okay, let's get this done. Building is the part of Minecraft that I really struggle with. I think, you know, we're all good at different things, you know, and I'm good at farming. I'm good at farming, but the building part is hard. You know, when you see a truly talented builder like a BOO or a Gemini Tay, those folks, man, they just put you to shame. And in my real life, in my visual arts work, I really try to get things right, you know, and get things super duper done well the first time. In Minecraft, I'm just like, this looks okay. We'll fix it later. Okay, let's see if we can do this. So far, I haven't fallen once. I'm hoping to keep that up. Let's see if we can pull it off. Oh, almost there. Almost. Okay, is that it? It looks like it for this side. And then the last one will be here. Can I do this? Can I go? Yep. Nice. And the best part is taking the scaffolding down. Nice. Okay, we actually have a fully self-contained house. I mean, it's still ugly and made mostly entirely of cobble, but it will keep the rain off of our heads. And I have a surprise for y'all. Check this out. Look what I found. Yep. Look at that speed stat. 13.09. This guy is lightning. I would name him something like lightning, but gray, like dark gray lightning. Dingy lightning. I don't know, but we're gonna need a name. Leave it in the comments down below. Leave your suggestions. For now, I'm gonna keep him in this this little dirt fence. I'm turning over a new leaf. I'm going to take better care of my horses in this single one-off episode. Can't promise that I'm making a series, so sorry, horse, you don't get a long-term commitment there, but you know, Tom Waits and Nameless Dog, they can vouch for me. So I'm coming out here to look at like my estate, right? And I'm conflicted about what we should do with this stuff. I mean, the obvious answer is what I've already done. We put a nice little farm here, but I took down the orchard, as you can see, because the big trees were blocking my view of more trees. But the point that I'm trying to make is I do this in every build. You know, I always have the farm out front. What if we put something else here, but I don't know what we'd put out here? And man, I'm really close to the edge. Like I'm right on it. This is why you watch the channel. We live on the edge. So it's an open question is what I'm trying to say. What are we going to do with all this space around us? And we've got to start answering this question because I need a better food source. I can't keep living off baked potatoes. I got these steak when I was out getting the horse. They're not horse steaks. They're cow steaks, but that was when I got them. On the interior, I've done a little more planning in here. So I wanted to have, you know, 2 levels. I wanted to have a loft. This is going to be a fireplace, and we'll have a chimney going up. And this is a balcony. Yeah, that's how that works. I'm a little. It seems like phantoms could fit through there if I'm AFK. So I don't know about that, but I like it. I like it being open like that. Then this is what I'm going to work on first. I think this is going to be my new sleeping nook. I'm going to make a little like cutout here. I've expanded this a little bit because I want to put the bed near the fireplace. I originally wanted the bed in the loft because that's where it seems like a bed should go. But let me go up this spiral staircase. But this just looks so good for an enchantment setup. See, this would be the enchantment. So it would look like this. And I spent so much time going back and forth. Would it be better to have the beds near the fireplace or in the loft? In the fireplace or the loft? I'm telling you, I use Minecraft to deal with my neurodivergence and all of my obsessiveness and indecisions and stuff like that. So I finally decided better to put build an extra little nook for the bed than to sacrifice how well this fits here. I tried to fit the enchantment setup down here, but it just didn't work with the columns and stuff, and I wanted the balcony. So anyway, that's what we're going to do today, is work on some of this stuff. By the way, I had to rebuild this 4 times. It looks simple, right? And now I'm seeing I missed a stair. I could put a stair right there. It looks simple, but I had to rebuild it 4 times to make everything line up like I wanted to. It took a lot of thought, and as you know, thinking is hard for me. So that's what I'm doing today, and I'm going to bring you back when I made a little progress. I'll bring you back. Never mind, I brought you back immediately. I'm struggling with this because if I only make it 1 block extended from the main house, then it's not really that much room. I mean, it's enough room for a bed, but it doesn't from the inside. There's not much to it, right? And then I gotta build supports and stuff for just 1 block. But if I make it 2 blocks, then it's gonna be as big as the staircase enclosure, and that will look, I don't know, it'll look like a big tumor on the side of the castle. If we make it out of wood, it'll look cozier for the bed, right? And also we can then make the staircase enclosure out of deep slate or stone or whatever to have contrast and not look like it's part of the same lump on the side of things. It's going to be right up against the fireplace, though. I mean, well, I guess we could do this and just have it. I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to figure this out as we go. Ow! I keep falling off even though I made the scaffolding. And once again, we'll texture everything later. Let's do this, one of these cross-tie things. Is that what you call this architectural shape? I don't know what that's called. Like it's a cross-tie or like a dovetail or tongue and groove or I don't know. You're a tongue and groove. That looks okay. Not terrible. And then we just fill it in with glass. What do you think? I don't know. That's not great, actually. But it'll do for now. And yeah, we're going to change it all later. So we'll just use what I've got. Oh, I don't have enough. Fine. There's my bed nook. Get off of my bed, nameless dog. And you know what? I don't like the brown bed, but hey, we'll fix it later. We're going to fix everything else later. We'll fix this later too. I really like the tough bricks, but they're so much more textured than the regular stone bricks that it's going to look more like real than the rest of the castle, or like the lights shining on it differently. And the other thing, which you can see outside, is that the tuff is definitely greener. Like even when I'm trying to make like the bricks, it's going to be, when I get it textured, it'll be greenish. It'll have lots of greens. This is like a greener gray than I don't think the tuff is going to work. So the only other choice really is deep slate. Let's play with that a little bit. Nope. I just realized why it's not going to work. I don't want it to blend in with the roof because we're going to have a chimney over here that is going to blend in with the roof. So back to stone, I guess. Shoot, that sucks. Oh well. Oh. All All right, so I think we are at least walled in. Everything is secure, and we can work on this. This is going to be easy. I'll definitely just do this off camera, which is what I said about the other two things. But anyway, are you kidding me? Are you serious? I was just coming back here to show y'all the exterior of the chimney, and you know it's fine because it's not done yet. Are we really? We're going to do this again, aren't we? Okay, let's do it. Come on. That's 2 hits. Okay. Yeah. I never know what to do if the strategy is to like spread your fire out or focus on just 1 or 2 guys. This guy's a straggler. His heart wasn't really in it. He was like, I don't know about this, boss. Why are we fighting this dude? Eat it. Oh yeah, that looks pretty boxy. We're gonna have to do something about that. But I'll show you the inside real quick. We got a lot to do. This is rough. This is rough, right? We're gonna put a magma block here, campfire there. I'm gonna arch that. You know, I got some tough stairs here, so it looks like a pile of ash. We got to get more glass or better glass, and well, yeah, more because I don't like sleeping next to a moss block. You get moss mites in your bed. It'll all come together when I actually get the supplies. But the problem with going to get the supplies is I don't have any food except for potatoes. I ate my last steak. I'm existing entirely on potatoes, which is basically how I exist in real life, and I would like to do better in game. So we gotta decide. We gotta go get some cows, and I think I'm gonna put them over there. Again, I'm trying to get away from the idea of having the farm here. I want something else here. I don't know what yet, but I'll figure it out. So that leaves cows here, like right over there. Or cows back here somewhere. I mean, I guess right there would be fine too. That'd be okay. And then we could put chickens over there. But then we want cows. You see how this goes. I spend more time deciding about what to do than I do actually playing the game. Look how terrible that chimney is. We got to fix that. So it's a couple of days later, and I had to take a break because I was paralyzed with indecision, and now I am invigorated with indecision. I'm on the server today with Tad, and he is working on his roads somewhere out there. So let's go see if we can catch up with him. We're definitely going to need a name for this horse sooner rather than later because the roads are going to be crucial. So put a suggestion down in the comments, or else I'm just going to name the horse Crucial. All right, let's go. And not only is Tad building roads, he's also building little, like, survival huts. Ooh. Crucial almost got roasted. He's building little survival huts every 1,000 blocks. So this is the 2,000 block milepost, and this is the hut. Let me jump off Crucial here. All right, we can't leave him named Crucial. We have to come up with a better name. Crucial, don't go anywhere.
Gribbly0 says, what are you gonna supply the hut with? Tad75 says, a little food and other supplies.
Okay, gonna stock it with food and supplies.
Tad75 says, that's what I've been doing on the Eastern Highway.
I've asked Tad if he minds if I get rid of this lava here.
T5 says, go ahead and douse it.
It'd be nice to mine it here on the surface rather than crawling around in a cave somewhere. Alright, let's get down to business. I do have an efficiency 5 pick that I got from Tad's awesome... Oh. Should have planned ahead for that. Okay, I got this pick from Tad's Skelly farm, and we can... well, I enchanted it there. The Skellies don't drop efficiency 5 picks. That would be nice, wouldn't it? Okay, a whole stack of obsidian ought to do us good. Okay, let's take this stuff back to the base, and we'll get back to work. So my plan, as you can see, I put down some torches. My plan is that when folks visit, they'll come to that little hut that Tad made, and then they will approach the base thusly. We'll make a little path with a staircase over this hill, and they'll come here and see it from this angle. We'll weave the path and right in here. I think that's pretty good. You know what I'm not happy with is that thing. That little rectangle on the back of this turret. I don't like it. Alright, horse, you hang out right here. So I still don't feel like a lot of direction or anything. I just kind of want to keep plodding along and working on this place. So what I think I'll do, because I know y'all don't want to put up with all that, what I think I'll do is I'll show you around a little bit. And you've seen the interior. I want to show you the exterior. We'll go around nice and slow, and I'll show you everything, and then I'll bring you back when I've made a whole lot of progress. So this is what we look like. It's still a super cobble nightmare with not a lot of shape to it. Just real boxy. I did put in some of this stuff. It's okay. Some windows everywhere. That adds a little bit of depth. And then here's the nook. I'm really struggling with the glass on the nook. Dark wart of a chimney here we're going to have to deal with. And then the back actually looks a little bit better because we've got this stuff. This is the back end of our storage. So that's what it looks like right now, and we'll cut to it looking great. And we're back. Here, I'm going to show you the whole thing. Check this out. Whoa, free cam. Yeah, it's like I'm an actual YouTuber or something. Here, we'll go a step further. Here it is with shaders. Isn't this amazing? Actually, I don't really like shaders that much, but it makes my build look pretty. I'm kind of proud of it. It's okay. It's not too bad. You know what? It'll look better at dawn. And here it is in the beautiful glow of dawn. Seriously, I'm pretty pleased with it. Honestly, I think that we got rid of the rectangle Lego piece on top here. The texturing is, I'd say it's 95% complete. There's some spots that I missed. Specifically right here, that's a lot of brick. But other than that, hang on a second.
Shaders disabled.
Okay, all right, back to normal. Other than that, I added a lot of these. I don't know if you call them crenulations or just broken spots in the wall. I added some of those. This guy is not part of the texture. It cuts up the shape a little bit, so it doesn't look quite so boxy. And then with all the wood on the front, I think it pulls off the ruin thing pretty well. Off camera, I did grab a little bit of livestock. I've elected to put it over here. The valued members of our pig and cow resources team. And a chicken. One chicken. All right, everybody, come and get it. I ended up just leaving the glass out of the bed nook. I don't know how well that's going to work because of these guys, but we're going to try it. I had problems with the glass because the glass that I like the look of is the gray stained glass, but the glass that you can actually see through is the clear stained glass. But then when I put the clear stained glass on there, it was just this horrible grid texture on the side of my build. I know I'm not the first one to complain about this, but yeah, anyway, let's sleep. I can't sleep. Nothing's ever easy. But we have a couple of loose ends to tie up. Why don't y'all come with me while I do the finishing touches? Boom! Let's make our own enchantment table. Now we don't have to go mooch off the spawn enchantment table. And we'll replace this block of moss right there. Let's see, can we get up to level 10? Well, we'll get there. All right, let's do this chore that I've been putting off for a while now because it's kind of scary. You know what I mean? Let's get up here. Just need to put some of these right here, and then some of these. Will that do it? That'll probably do it. Perfect. Shut up! Leave me some comments. Let me know what you think, especially about the shaders. And I'm kind of ambivalent. They look pretty, but they also sometimes they're kind of annoying, and they make my computer sound like it's gonna melt into the floor. I wanted to bring you guys along for this final moment. This is the moment where our house is actually complete. Here we go. We're lighting the hearth. Boom. There it is. Feels so cozy in here now with this. We won't worry about that giant open hole. I'm gonna have to fix that. That's gonna make my paranoid brain, melt into the floor like my computer. Okay, thank you for watching. Again, just another one-off episode. But no matter what happens, if I don't see you back here, I will see you in the next grind.